The thing about mistakes is that they are part of our growing up process and part of waking up to another level of maturity and responsibility towards this world. Every situation that gives us an opportunity to revise ourselves, our actions, and their consequences is a blessing, sometimes a blessing in disguise, even though initially hard to digest and accept. It can turn out to be very beneficial to our growth. Making a mistake can be really hard because it's hard to forgive ourselves and it's hard to experience being disappointed with ourselves. It's a very deep opportunity to give ourselves love. To forgive ourselves is to give ourselves love, understand that we are human and we are not perfect. And after an initial stage of grief and tears, I find it healthy to proceed to the stage where we will find a solution. Every mistake is a great lesson when we can draw conclusions from it, improve ourselves, revise our attitude toward ourselves and others, and understand that things can be fixed. And once we have nurtured ourselves and worked on self-love after making a mistake, it's very healthy to realize that we have the power to transform through that experience. Thank the universe, thank God, and think, where's the key to the next level of maturity? What would be a positive action that would represent the values that we want to see in this world? You know the saying, I think Gandhi said it, be the change you want to see in this world. Sometimes a mistake gives us an opportunity to realize that we represent something that we are not proud of and we would like to change. We would like to contribute with something else, and that experience allows us to see it. Our mistake can propel our growth, can accelerate, can catapult us to another level of adulthood. It's also worth to notice patterns that we've been falling into that maybe are our ancestral patterns. And as much as unpleasant it is to notice them, that's the wake up, the shake up. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that about my behavior. I don't like that about my values. I want to represent something different. If we dare to honestly look at ourselves, we can realize, hey, I wouldn't want to be treated like that. Why do I treat other people like that? And honest self-reflection is the key. And from that point onwards, instead of blaming ourselves, punishing ourselves, we can reach out to ourselves and say, hey, I see you, and from this point onward, we will change that pattern. We will transmute that behavior. That will no longer happen, and we will consciously work towards the betterment of our lives for benefit of everyone around. So we are not perfect, we make mistakes, and it's part of growth to learn through these mistakes and become more and more in tune with integrity, with what we want to represent, and how we want to contribute to betterment of this world. Like my friend just said, we have the tools of seeing things from our perspective that is not the only perspective. And something that appears as a mistake from one perspective can be something different from another perspective. So there's no ultimate truth. Still, it's worth reaching out to another with compassion for their perspective, trying to find a solution, trying to find consensus, and understanding ourselves and our limitation of perspective too. Accepting our humanity, accepting being human, accepting that that's the nature of being human, that we see things from a limited angle sometimes, and stepping out of our perspective to see things from another point of view can help us with self-forgiveness, with forgiveness for others, which is such a tremendous healing accelerator. Forgiveness. Throw a blanket of forgiveness, like the pastor from Pentecostal Church in London used to say, throw a blanket of forgiveness on everyone, and you will realize that one of these people you have to forgive sometimes is yourself.